Hey TTC, what's going on everybody? Hope everybody had a good week. Iceman cometh back to you. Well, go ahead and dive straight into this crow video here. I'm not really planning on, or I wasn't planning on having to do this twice before September ends, but life happens and so does football, and it doesn't always go the way you want it to. There's not really a lot to be said about this game. First of all, of course, congratulations to Mizzou, especially their defense. They came in and did everything they needed to do. Congrats, Missouri Kid. Our defense played great for 55 minutes and then seemed to think, we're up 20-7, there's 5 minutes left, we've been playing awesome, we can just kind of mail it in the rest of the way. They just scored a touchdown, but it's still 2014, we still got this. Hell, we just went 3 and out. Maybe we should play some defense. We'll get it later. And we lost. So that's pretty much the story of that. It's a great play. I'm really happy with the defense that I saw for the first 55 minutes. Just wish we could have closed that out. Not giving up 1 more yard of total offense would have been so fantastic. But we didn't. Apparently we just thought we had it in the bag, and all of a sudden Matty Mogg just was like, I'm going to do my Joe Montana impression and just be awesome. But, I'm happy for him, which that wouldn't have happened against us, but what are you going to do? So, from here to crow to you, Missouri Kid, congratulations. Hope you enjoyed that game. It was a real sweater of a game. So I hope your blood pressure is back to normal. Mine was kind of all over the place for a few days, and I don't need any help with that anyway. But so I hope you found that game as exciting as I did, and I wasn't happy with the outcome, but I'm sure you are. So congratulations, and just give credit again to your defense. Offense didn't really do much of anything, but made the plays it had to when it mattered most. So definitely give y'all credit for that on the offensive side. I don't think what else I have to say because I didn't have time to plan out this video very much. On our bet, I definitely plan to fulfill that. As I was mentioning earlier in the week, I gone camping, just got back from that last night, so you know how it is when you first get back from vacation, everything's kind of hell on wheels. So I haven't had a chance to do that yet, but I definitely will. Don't worry whatsoever about that. I'm definitely not going to razz you on our bet. So that will be done when I get a chance, and I will be uploading that. I probably won't have time to do the multiple recording thing, but that was funny, but I won't have a chance to do that. But that will be done and uploaded when I can get it done. So what else? As far as the East goes, I think it was a little bit presumptuous to think, but I understand given the exuberance of immediately after a win like that to say that it's just Mizzou and Georgia in the East race right now. Even if that is true, let's all pray for the East because the West is looking so much better. But the thing about it is, we have 2 losses, so more than likely we're probably out of it. I don't have a problem with you saying that because it's probably true. Mizzou, stepping back as just an observer of college football, not sour grapes or anything, has looked beatable. Indiana did it. We should have, if we had taken opportunities that we put ourselves into. We should have won. So Mizzou has looked beatable and has some really tough games coming up. Georgia has done really nothing to justify the preseason praise and media hype that they were given, and the arrogance that was displayed by the Georgia fans on here. They were acting like there's no chance Georgia wasn't going to go undefeated and win their 35th consecutive national championship. But so far their team has done nothing to justify that on the field. They looked really good for a half against depleted and extremely inexperienced Clemson. They got beaten by us. They had a bye week. They looked really good against Troy, but that's Troy. They haven't won a game this year. I think they've lost about 6 or 8 straight in the Sun Belt Conference, so that's really nothing to say. and also they struggled all game with Tennessee. No disrespect to Tennessee, but I mean they're just not the way they want to be right now, not where they have been, and also had injury issues with Justin Worley, so they shouldn't have struggled all game with Tennessee, and that's all there is to it if they were playing up to the hype that they've been receiving. So again, I'm not trying to diss anybody, but pray for the East is all that I have to say when it comes to the West. And also, I want to make a note that about something that I heard on ESPN Radio Saturday. I still completely agree, top to bottom, all things considered. Every cupcake, every extremely tough conference game, that the SEC is the best conference in college football right now. The margin is much less than it used to be, especially regarding the Pac-12. But the people who have been bitching about ESPN being an SEC jock rider, they are absolutely right. I'm just going to go ahead and admit that. Like I said, I'm not trying to take away anything from the SEC on the field, but the way ESPN handles the conference is absolute ball-sucking to the furthest extent they find possible. And so everybody who's been saying that for years is right. I'm just going to go ahead and say that as a fan of an SEC team. I've said before, I'm not an SEC football fan. I'm not a homer. I'm not a conference coat rider. I'm just a fan of a team in the conference. But the reason why I say that is because during the A&M Arkansas game, when Arkansas was running all over the place and looking really good, like they might go in and upset A&M over in Jerry World, ESPN said when we come back to the break room, talked about the chances that Arkansas runs the table and gets into the national championship playoff. Like, really? Are you serious? Are you going to try to make Arkansas up to be this potentially running the table, getting to the playoff team now, just because they're looking good against A&M? I mean, not trying to take anything away from looking good against A&M. I mean, we couldn't do anything of that sort. But still, I mean, it's been generally agreed among everybody other than Arkansas fans that Arkansas is worse. Formidable team in the West this year, and now they're going to say, well, just because they're doing good for a half against A&M, that maybe they're going to run the table and get to the playoffs. I mean, that's just straight up conference bollocking, and I don't like that any more than any of the SEC haters do. But just keep in mind that's a problem with ESPN, not with the conference. It has nothing to do with what the conference puts on the field. But nonetheless, y'all people saying that are right. So there's that. Also wanted to just kind of update Boss Dog. We still have our running total points bet. The way that's standing right now is that I'm ahead 166 to 147 in week 5. So I mean that's definitely anybody's bet. Looking forward to seeing how that goes. But just to update you on that. So there's that. And so again, I'm going to do the call-in thing when I get a chance. Like I said, there's absolutely no chance, and I'm going to just welch on that bet. And so when I have the time, I will do that, and I will post that promptly. So that's about all I have for this week. Everybody have a good week. I'll probably get some Kentucky talk going some point soon. Have a good week.